And we're live.
You have to get that live chat to go.
How do you do that? I don't know. Oh, right here.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is.
Live chat. Oh, okay. The live chat's on. It's just not popping up because ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's in there yet. Waiting on some people to get in here. Little Jeffrey said, "What's up, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on with you?"
What up, bro? Hey, can do us a favor? Can you hear me? Okay, hit us with a 1. Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Can you hear Nate pretty good? We got these Rode mics on.
Yep.
Hit us with a 1 again. Chad acting like a truck driver. LOL. Hell yeah. That's all I do, man.
Man, you know damn well you've only been
Just playing. I got an automatic, and I don't care, Shit. I do that lazy shit.
Shit. Yeah, you want to talk about lazy? You want to tell them you can't act like no truck driver? You've only been in that driver's seat for about 15 minutes now. I've been driving since 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, listen to Mr. Talk a Shit guy.
Yeah.
He's a big semi driver over here.
Big semi
trucker, come back home, make a bob. Breaker 19. Surprised you ain't talking to me in radio language, fucking trucker Bob.
Breaker 19. This is Rubber Duck Nate. Can I get a radio check? Shit.
Man, just finished up today.
How do you get your thing to tighten up? Am I doing it right?
Oh yeah, you doing it right. You just gotta play with it. You guys can hear me. Lil Payday, what up, Lil Payday?
What up, man?
We're in the truck on the way back from Michigan.
Yeah, big north.
Just finished the day. Hit the last store. Done. Be back about 5, probably about 5:30.
Yeah, guess what I'm munching on?
What you up to, Lil Payday? Writing a song?
Probably. Didn't pop off fresh, but getting it down. Check this out. Crashing down on some cinnamon donuts, and then to wash it down, some cinnamon milk. I've got a cinnamon problem. I struggled to say that word for a second.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Lord have mercy. How do you keep the comments up on this?
Can I bring it up on this phone too?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's everybody up to?
What he said?
What
What you running?
Matt the Trucker, is that Jason? Can you bring it up?
Yeah.
I could read it. Yeah, but there it is. Jason McIntyre, hell yeah. I was in the fucking D-home with him back in the day.
No shit.
We was playing that B-ball with people though, what?
Up here in about a mile, go on 69 south, and that's about.
He said, I didn't know you could sing. If I'd known that, you could have sang while we was all sitting in the D-home. I said, hell yeah, that probably drove the guards crazy. I'd have been singing that, what's that one song? Nobody knows the trouble. A D-home, man. Have you, Have you went by and looked, Jason, at that D-home, man? That old D-home? It's all broken down and this and that.
There you go.
Looks like there's a lag.
Oh, yeah, from my phone there will be.
We're going to try to definitely keep up with the comments. Yeah, hell.
So I think they use it for storage.
Yeah, I think so too. I looked in there. My daughter was playing volleyball at the Armory. Her club played out of the Armory and practiced out of the Armory there. And we were there for a game, and we got there early, so we sat outside. And, I was looking around and looked through the windows and stuff. I was like, boy. Years ago, though, man, when we was hammerheads, we was knuckleheads, getting in all kinds of trouble. Where are you at, Jason? Appreciate that, man. I'm glad you liked it. I love that song, man. I've always liked that song. So I live down in Tennessee. Sorry, I got to make a turn too. What's all this? I live down in Tennessee. Life circumstances, brought me up to Gas City and shit. Love Indiana. I love my family up here. My mom, dad, aunt. Some of them passed away and stuff, but miss the South. So some of the lyrics in that song, I know it talked about, two cops that were in on a deal and stuff that happened in Cheatham County, but to me, some of the lyrics kind of like, I'll tell you one, like it says, Dirty South, I love you, but sometimes you hate me. It's kind of like my little lyric there is like, man, because of life circumstances, like I love my family up here, but I do miss the South. So I kind of tied up, I kind of related to that lyric in a different way. But I'm glad you liked it, man.
Worked pretty hard on it. Worked really hard on it.
Have you, Little Jeffrey, have you seen my remix on the lights went out in Georgia? It goes a little different tempo, a little different speed, but it goes pretty nasty. Pretty funny.
Yeah, that shit's hard. That shit is hard as fuck.
That shit's hot. Yeah, I'm watching your phone, but I'm getting the comments like, I feel like a half hour later. Lil Payday, you still in here?
Oh yeah, my phone's gonna have a little bit of a delay for sure.
Why? Fucking sucks.
Because this is actually live, and that is picking up on the live. So yeah, there's gonna be a delay.
Did you say where you was at? Where are you at, Jason? Where are you trucking at? Little Jeffrey, you a truck driver? They're probably bouncing around like hell, man. They probably seen us bounce. We're on 69 up in Michigan, so all you truck drivers that are in here see this, you probably already know what's up. They
For real.
You ride on this son of a bitch and get home with a damn stomach ache.
For real. You get to your drop off and you ask me, hey, how do you like your freight, shaken or stirred?
Yeah.
Because that shit is shooken the fuck up from these highways.
Ain't no shit. Jason says he's going home, driving through Gas City. That's what I'm talking about on the last stretch, baby. Get home. You have done your fair share. Go home to mama.
Pick your feet up, watch a movie, make some popcorn, and drink a beer.
Little Jeffrey's a coal hauler. Where you haul out of? West Virginia?
Oh, a coal hauler.
Huh?
Coal hauler? Well, what truck do you drive? He hauls
Oh no,
out-
he's over in Illinois. We go over there sometimes.
Yeah.
We deliver Dollar General and hand unload it. Unload the trailer by hand. Little strenuous work.
But
Good exercise and pays good. So this
Yeah.
fat motherfucker can continue to eat donuts and chips.
that's right. I don't gain any weight, but I also ain't losing any either.
Hey Jason, have you got your IFTA stickers yet, man? We ain't got our IFTA stickers, and it's talking about how they're running late. And I was getting fuel yesterday. I seen a truck beside me that had that was out of North Carolina, and I asked them. I said, "You get your stickers yet down there?" No, not yet. Said they hadn't been messed with, but they ain't got their stickers either. Man, that's what I drive. Well, I don't drive. No, I don't drive a Glider. You got a T680. I got a T6. You got a T660 Glider. I got a T680.
Gliders are nice.
Are you reading the comments, you fat motherfucker?
I am
Eating the
trying.
damn donuts and chips. I told you you'd do this.
I
I
am
had to
reading-
drive. I'd be stuck driving, and then you wouldn't read the goddamn comments. And these comments down here is like 3 days late. Hell, Jason's already at home asleep.
If you would drive like you got some sense, maybe I could stop shaking the screen and actually watch the comments.
I'm driving a damn straight line. Here comes some smooth roads right
There
here.
we go. There we go. Chips?
Yeah, look at it. We're shaking around, man. You see it on your phone?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hell, there ain't really nothing to do for that.
Little Payday, you still in here or you just dip in, dip out? What is it?
Oh, I've got an idea to help with the shake. Hold on. Put this underneath.
Oh yeah, put a couple of them if you can.
Man, look how much better that shake is.
Hell yeah.
All it takes is a couple of
Look,
work
now I
gloves.
can see you. Now I can see you over here putting the gloves in there.
Yeah. So what y'all been up to? How's y'all's week going? Oh, well, they're responding back. What we do today, Chad? 5 drops?
Nah, Jay, I see your comment. He answered back. Nah, he thought it was just him. He hadn't got his IFTA stickers. Nah, it's everybody, bro.
Yeah.
We checked into it, and it's everybody. Well, I mean, it's everybody in Indiana. They said the lady I talked to said, no, Indiana's running behind. But when I talked to that guy from North Carolina at the fuel station at Flying J in Indiana or in Marion, he said, no, he ain't got theirs either. So it's a whole everybody. Yeah, Jason, that's what I'm doing is power only. We pick up preloaded trailers. All you got to do is just have a truck. You attach to a Dollar General trailer because they got to have the lift gate. You load 3 roll tanners or 2 roll tanners and a U-bolt on the lift gate. Take it up and down. That's how you unload the trailer. Yeah,
There we go.
That's the only thing about phone, man. Them comments are like bloom, 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 bloom. And then when I'm trying to watch the comments on your phone, like what did somebody just say? And see it's not up on your phone yet.
Yes.
Who's the last person to say something?
Jason, he said, you do Empower only Dollar General.
Oh yeah, I see that on your phone. Wow, you wanna run some Dollar General loads, Jason?
If you can stomach the work, it's pretty decent money. It's tough.
You about the same age I am, maybe a couple of years younger. I don't know. I can't remember. How old are you, Jason? He said, hell no. He said, hell no.
A lot of people don't like touch freight. But shit, I can understand why. Shit gets tough.
Yeah, he said he has his own trailer. You doing it big time. We're just some power only people. We're amateurs. Nah, we talked about getting a trailer, but just where we're at, what we're doing, we've just been staying doing Dollar General.
Yeah. But we eventually do want to get that adversity of having our own trailer for sure.
Uh, 40, I must have missed something, Jason. 40 what?
He's 40.
Too mature. Oh, you said he's 4. Okay. Damn, see? That's what I'm saying. It's like a half hour later. I done forgot. Yeah, so he's 3 years younger than me. He could still do it, but I mean, you got your own trailer, and
he also said too much right now.
what we got? 6 people in here.
Hey. What's going on, everybody? If you just joined, put something up in the comments. On our way back from Michigan.
Please like. If you're in here now, like. If you're coming back and watching this later, please like.
Oh yeah.
I say dislike. Hell, I don't give a shit if you do that, but they say a like and a dislike is still engagement. It's just as valuable, but man, I don't want a bunch of people disliking our shit.
Nah, man.
I want people to like us.
We put a lot of work into what we do, man. Like our stuff. Subscribe to us. Turn that notification bell on.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
They got this area right through here. 69 in Michigan paved. It's good.
Now see, now they're popping up on my phone, but not up here. It's like some of them pop up there, some pop up
Did you turn the chat back off?
No, I turned it on. Live chat right here. I just don't know why it doesn't stay.
What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. And the day after tomorrow, for you, those of you that listen to music, so day after tomorrow is going to be busy. I think you got Ski Mask Cowboy and Big Murph, I believe, dropping. FJ Outlaw dropping.
I'm hyped for that.
Deacon Blue dropping.
Y'all be safe.
Hell yeah, yes sir, man.
See you, Jason.
Enjoy your time at home, brother. Thanks for dipping in. Much love.
Be safe out on there on the road.
Jamming my can back over with.
Yeah. Oh, Grizzly.
Got my Grizzly winter green. I'm trucking on 69.
Don't need none of that Copenhagen, because this Grizzly is mine.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy Friday for music.
Yeah, it sure is. I know I'm super stoked to see everybody start dropping. I've been waiting on
So, we filmed a reaction we filmed the reaction yesterday, got it all shot, and then we picked up the load, was doing all this coordinating and dividing and conquering and so forth. We get back and then we realized that the whole damn video wire must be crossed or something laying over top of each other, and it caused the whole time the music was playing, the sound bars were way high, and it was a loud squeal, a constant squeal in the damn recording. So all trash, basically about 5 hours for nothing, just basically having fun.
Yeah.
Didn't get it done. Pissed. So we gotta go back and reshoot it.
Yeah, I wish that kind of sucks, but fuck it. It is what it. Hey, at least we didn't pull it up church and start stabbing our computer chairs.
Yeah, no shit.
And if anybody's in the chat here that hasn't been to Michigan, I say take a trip up to Michigan. It's beautiful. Roads are a little bumpy, but it's pure Michigan, all natural. You got all kinds of dirt roads up here, and just woods and trees and fields full of grass and the lakes and all the terrain. It's a really, really nice state. It's definitely eye candy for sure, especially during the summertime. Ooh, and in the wintertime when it's all packed down with snow.
Yeah, a lot of four-wheeling trails. We get up into the lower peninsula. A lot of four-wheeling riding in the summertime and snowmobile in the wintertime. Upchurch likes Michigan a lot. Uncle Turtle in the house.
What's going on?
How are you doing today, sir?
What's going on, Unc?
Thanks for stopping in and showing some love.
Oh yeah.
How you been doing, bud? You're gonna be a busy man too come day after tomorrow, Friday, huh? All the music drops from multiple different artists.
I think what's so cool about Michigan in the wintertime, dude, is the snow.
So just taking a break from work.
Hey, so you just gotta take that break sometimes.
Heck yeah, you gotta take a break. If not, they'll work you to death.
Yeah, you let them. I like seeing the snowmobile trails. Like, if there's snow on the ground here in Michigan, everybody's got their snowmobiles out. I mean, you see them like along the streets, along the main highways, just trails and tracks of snowmobiles, people riding them around and stuff. And I was like, man, that'd be cool for wintertime to come along. And then you park your car in the garage for the winter or your truck, and then you daily commute a snowmobile. I can get down with that. The Symphony dropped on the 1st, and I have a single jack drop for me. Hey, you are going to be busy bee.
What did he say?
He said, it was long, I got to pull it back up. He said, the Symphony dropped on the 1st, and I have a single with Jack Jespard ready to drop as well.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. So you dropping some music, Uncle Turtle?
I bet that's just going to be banging. Marshall, Michigan, 13 miles.
Oh, up here on 69. For those of y'all that ain't from Indiana or Michigan, we got a pretty cool. One of our main highways is named 69.
What's going on, Mama Chrislin? Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, Mama, do you have an IG? Do you have Instagram? What?
Say my seatbelt locked up for a second. I couldn't lean forward. She said, "Yes, sir."
Huh? Can you find us and hit us up? Get over here real quick.
Sorry. What's up, Scuba What? I stuttered. What up, Scuba Sam?
Scuba Sam.
Fucking like twisting my tongue there.
Now, do I have it right? Your name's Scuba Sam, but you ain't never scuba dived before? Yeah, but hey, Mama, if you hit us up on IG, so I have it in there when I get back part. Hey, Black Sheep, what's up?
What's going on with you?
Oh, I think you just did. All right. Now I'll have you in there. I was going to send you a message. I'll do it here once we get back parked, or as we get off live, pull over. Hell yeah. What was that last comment?
It said that she just messaged.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah. Sorry it's so bumpy right now. We're going through a rough part in the highway. It is just bump, pothole, everything going on right now. 69 up in Michigan, man. It gets rough. Yeah, it does.
I tell you what, though. We was in this area last winter. And we just had the one truck. We were running together. Yeah, keep reading them comments. Somebody says something.
Scuba Sam, she said, yeah, you're right about the scuba diving thing.
Yeah, I think I was watching a live and you was up on Captain Kurt's panel, and I heard you mention that you ain't never been scuba diving. So I was like, why is your name Scuba Sam? Why is your name Scuba Sam? You ain't never been scuba diving. Kent Christian in the house.
What up, Kent?
What it do, Kent?
Hey, baby.
You ugly baby. Damn, boy, ugly. Even his name's ugly on here, boy. You brush your hair. I don't know. Shave, do something. You ugly.
Get your face right, boy.
Put that glove back up underneath there. God, I hate this road, man.
I know. Hey, you know what? I bet Scuba Sam got that reference. Please tell me, Scuba Sam, if you're still in here, tell me, did you get your name from that Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy? Instead of Scuba Steve, it was Scuba Sam.
Does that block the view?
No. Should be fine.
So I'll tell y'all a quick funny story. We was in this exact area. This area reminds me.
Said Mama Kristen said everyone asked her that. Scuba Steve.
We was in the same exact area last winter. I had the first truck we bought, the Mack Pinnacle. It was winter, and a lot of these times, you know how Dollar General, they'll find an acre of mowed grass out in the country and plop a store up. And I think it's because they're trying to intercept Walmart's business, which, you know, good tactics, whatever. But so we're out in the country. So when you get out here in Michigan, you get here in the country, there ain't all these restaurants, and it can't just be a restaurant. It has to be a restaurant that we can pull a semi into.
Yeah.
So when we want to eat and everything, we'll just grab stuff from the store. Like, I'll keep a loaf of bread in here. I mean, if we can, we'll stop and just get something hot, get something to eat.
Hey, what's one thing that we make all the time?
Ham
sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't know if Little Payday's still in here, but yeah, that's where he asked me the other day. He said, "Why did you say ham sandwich on that Georgia song?" Ken will tell you, he's in here now. It started a thing because I always eat ham sandwich. One day he mentioned it, and he said, "That's all you eat is ham sandwiches, ain't it?" Then talking about loads, he was like, "You probably unload that and eat a ham sandwich." I was like, "Hell yeah!" So that's where the ham sandwich grew. But I'll keep a loaf of bread in here, and then a jar of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise stays pretty good as long as it ain't like real hot in the summertime. But
Ken Christian said, "Who makes a better ham sandwich?" Your boy. Your boy makes a whopper of a ham sandwich. I put mayonnaise on both sides of the bread. I damn near take half the pack of ham, slap it on a sandwich. That's how you make a ham sandwich. Big old whopper.
You say you make a better ham sandwich than me.
Yeah.
Man, I've been eating, listen, dude, I've been eating ham sandwich back in Baghdad. Clear back when you was still swimming in your dad's bag. Can't make no damn ham sandwich better than me. Crazier than hell.
Do you want to go to the house and have a ham sandwich face-off?
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it on live.
Uh-huh. And you know what? We'll have Tammy try them, and we will not tell her who made the sandwich. We'll just see which one's better. I guarantee I got you.
Bullshit.
Dude, I grew up real poor, bro. It was bologna and ham all day long, bro. I've got years of experience.
Guys, don't listen to this asshole. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's amateur. His ham sandwich looked like a stale little piece of beef jerky. Mine looks all voluptuous with the lettuce and tomatoes, the evenly spread mayonnaise on both sides.
Oh, no,
Miracle
dude.
Whip or real mayonnaise, whichever you like.
Nate, that sounds familiar.
You know why he sounds... Did she say you sound familiar?
No, let me go back to it. Sorry, my hand's in the way of the camera, and that's the only way I can reach the live chat.
Scuba saying chat's dropping bombs on Baghdad. Jamie in the house. What's up, Jamie?
Yeah, what's going on, Jamie? She said, Nate, that sounds familiar.
Oh, I thought she said you sound familiar.
All that growing, eating
Is
bologna
this
all
thing
day,
giving me
yeah.
directions?
What? Dude, yeah, I still got the directions pulled up.
Will it pop up?
Yeah, it'll pop up. We're going to be on 69 for a while.
Just want to make sure.
But yeah, see, Mama Crystal knows what I'm talking about.
Black
It was...
Sheep. What Black Sheep say?
Black Sheep said, I see Chad's doing his thing on the mic lately. Mad props, you guys. Thanks for bringing us with you in the truck. I humped furniture for Atlas van lines in the early 2000s. We ran from Cali to Jersey. That's a far trip.
Woo! That's a hump. That's a man. In my opinion, man, I've been to New Jersey, so I know that's some busy lanes. But man, some busy lanes over New Jersey and some busy lanes out to California. But hope you guys.
And I ain't never going.
Will make sure you stay safe out there. Oh yes, for sure, Jamie. We're gonna stay safe for real.
Yeah, thank you.
Buckeye Creeker in the house.
See, look at that. Look at that.
What?
Mama Kristen says struggle is real. So never forget the struggle food of mac and cheese with hamburger in it. I'm telling you. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is so good. I absolutely love that. Or take mac and cheese, cut up hot dogs, put it in there. Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I used to get hillbilly crazy. Dude, I'd make ramen noodles, and I'd take a slice of cheese.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Can we go on these? Jamie, you probably know this. Can we go on here and make people mods, like while we're on our phones? And Jamie, do you have IG?
What up, Buckeye Krieger?
Oh yeah, Buckeye Creeker in the house. That's a good dude, real good dude, real warm-hearted dude, good dude for real.
I like his name, Buckeye
Everybody
Creeker.
in here is cool as hell. Don't get me wrong.
I like his name, Buckeye Creeker, never meaning no harm. That's like that Dukes of Hazzard theme song. Just a couple good old boys, never meaning no harm. Yeah, that's my shit. I grew up on Dukes of Hazzard. Me and my dad used to watch it every week. They come out with that new episode. We'd watch an episode of Dukes of Hazzard. Then right after was The Simpsons. And then right after that was 2.5 Men, back when it had Charlie Sheen in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our shit.
But anyway, we talking about ham sandwiches, and it was because I was telling you we were right in this exact area last winter, right? And you know, you're out and about and you want to get something to eat, but you want to stay moving because really that's the point to get back to the house. So you could buy in the truck stops. You could buy different things. It'll be a 12-volt plug-in. Like I got a coffee maker in there, and then the oven I'm about to talk about in Nate's truck. I just left it in there, but you can buy these little ovens. They look like lunch boxes. They're pretty cool, but they're like real insulated, and you plug them in. Some of you truckers in here know exactly what I'm talking about. You plug them in, but these things are awesome. You can heat up anything. You can roll up. You take aluminum foil so it doesn't make a mess, and you can roll up raw hamburger slice, onions, and your peppers and that. Put it in there, plug it in, let it heat up, and then let it heat up. You kind of get to know about how long you got to keep it plugged in. And Cricket Mariah in the house. What's up?
What up, Cricket Mariah?
Shout out Cricket Mariah. And there's a dot on the computer, but on the phone, I believe you just click the name. You plug them in, and then you can plug it in for a while and then unplug it, but then let it set in there so it doesn't burn it, and it turns out nice and even. And you can make a meatloaf in one of those ovens, let alone heat up hot dogs. I mean, it's cool as hell to have, like long haul over the road, OTR, whatever. But I had one that I got when I first got into truck driving years back, and my brother-in-law had a crock pot. Yeah, crock pot, skillet. I think Jason McIntyre was just in here. He got home, so he got off. But Jason McIntyre, I watched that fool cook some good-looking New York strips on a skillet that was plugged in his truck, eating good. But yeah, this oven it does wonders. What I like to do is you can take a can of chili, buy chili. We stop at one of the stores, we buy a can of chili right off the shelf. We get done unloading, walk in the store, buy a can of chili. Boom, some chilies are halfway decent, and you're sitting there eating, chili instead of ham sandwich or something. So it's cold winter time last year, and I'm hungry, and Nate's getting hungry and this and that. So we're on the way to the last store.
No, it wasn't chili, it was beef stew.
No, I know. I'm telling the motherfucking store. Goddamn.
Well, tell the story right.
I am telling the story, but we can buy a chili, vegetable beef soup, and you can put it in there, just a whole can and everything, and then it'll heat it up and this and that. You break it out, pop it loose, stir it up, eat it hot, no dishes needed. We'll keep like my spoon and his spoon like separate, so we're not kissing each other, obviously. But now you eat like a hot meal and shit, instead of a ham sandwich all the time. So we're on the way to the last store. This is last winter. And we're on the way to the last store. I put 2 of the Monty, what's the brand? Monty beef stew.
Yeah.
They're like the shorter cans but fat cans and everything. I'm like, oh yeah. So I put it in that oven, plug it in the sleeper berth and set it on the shelf back here. This is in the other truck, mind you. And I plug it in, and I know, you plug it in, let it go, let it heat up, and then you get to the next store, you unplug it, and then while we're unloading, probably take about a half hour, it'll set in there and marinate and stay hot but won't burn. Well, okay, so we get done with the last store, we're driving down the road to the same exact area, and I'm driving now, switch back. He drives in the morning because I like to have a beer at night, so shout out to him, he helps me out. He drives in the morning.
Appreciate you, big dog.
And then I drive us back. We just split it and everything when we're running together. And so now I'm driving, I'm going down the road. It's the middle of winter time. All of a sudden, I hear the loudest boom. When I say, yes I do, Scuba Sam, thank you for the congrats on the grandbaby. Heck yeah, hell yeah, getting old. I got some grays too, pop. So we're driving, I hear a loud boom. It makes me duck, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I thought a tree hit us, or because it didn't sound like down below. I've had tires blow before, working throughout the years, and it didn't sound like. Yeah, this is my T680 Mariah. This is my T680, yeah, double bunk, nice, spacious. So I'm looking around because I'm like, we're still rolling. I'm raising up on the mirror. Is the tire smoking? Do we got a flat tire? What's going on, dude? What was that? Nate on the passenger seat turns around and looks, and he's like, oh, sleeper berth's on fire. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I gotta stay wrong. Got cars all around. I'm like, what, dude? Put it out. Like, what's going on? Well, like, talk to me, dude. He's like, hold on, dude. He's like, he opens up the sleeper berth. He opens up the sleeper berth. And he's like, Oh my God. And all I could do is just look behind me like he's standing up in the sleeper berth. And I'm like, what, dude? Don't just stand there and keep saying, oh my God, that's all he's saying.
Smoke everywhere.
He was looking everywhere. The whole sleeper berth was engulfed in smoke. And I'm like, what is it? I was like, dude, do we need to pull over and get the fire extinguisher? Is something on fire? He goes, no, it's the oven. I was like, the oven? And then it hits me. It dawns on me. Damn. You plugged in that oven and had them 2 cans of beef stew in there, plugged in, going full blast on high for like 2 hours now or better. So I'm like, what? So Nate's looking around. He's like, look, dude, I start looking from the driver's seat as much as I can. When I say 2 cans of beef stew exploded all over the sleeper berth, it went off like a bomb. I didn't know that cans of food could do that when it got hot.
It was like a beef stew grenade.
It went off. It was smoking. I mean, there was beef stew all over the sleeper berth, over the... Well, because I'm sitting right here in the curtain's like this. I heard it, but right behind my head, like when I shit you not, right behind my head was like the concentration. It was like the concentration explosion point. So I was protected. Nate comes and sits back down in the passenger seat. I said, well, I have to clean it up when we get back, dude. Just unplug it and set it off to the side. Nate comes and sits back down, and he's like, bro, is my cheek bleeding? He's like, something hit me, and I feel like that it might have cut me and all this. I swear to God. I had to pull over. I thought I legitly was going to pass out while holding on to the wheel of the semi. I was laughing so hard. I look over at this fool, and he's sitting there, and he's still got a piece of hot potato stuck to his cheek from the explosion.
Oh my God, dude. Yes.
Oh
dude,
my God.
Y'all ain't never been hit in the face by a potato doing mock Jesus, dude. That thing.
And it was hot. It was piping hot. And it was coming off of a bomb.
Boom, potato.
Like, I thought it was a piece of shrapnel or metal. I said, no, dude, you got a piece. I couldn't even tell him. I kept trying to tell him, but I'd look over and make me laugh harder. And I could feel myself getting lightheaded. And I was like, dude, I can't pass out at the wheel, but I kept trying to, every time I look over, I just have to look away again. And I was sitting there trying to tell him, wipe your face off, dude, you got a piece of potato stuck on your cheek. That was a wild day.
Two exploding cans of beef stew in the sleeper berth, and I got smoked with a potato in my fucking face. Lord have mercy.
But yeah, I tell you, if you're a truck driver and you're out there using those ovens, ever since then, I've just ever so slightly popped that. If it's an easy open, just pop that. That way, if you forget to unplug it, it might burn up until it just sizzles over and make a mess. But
you won't take a potato to the face.
When I say it was a bomb,
it sounded like someone blew a 12 gauge right behind our head.
I thought a tree hit us. I've had 3 blowouts: a front tire, a steer tire, and 2 drive tires. And the tires sitting in the driver's seat don't sound like that. Like, it was a legit bomb.
Yeah, it was definitely fucking wild.
Benny says, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much, Vinny. Just driving back from Michigan on the way back home and telling stories, talking shit, and having fun. Everybody's putting laughy faces. I know, it was funny. I mean, man, if y'all have looked over and seen this man, he was like genuine. He's like, he was like, he didn't want to touch it. Was showing.
I was at Child's like, hey man, I don't know about my face. I think something hit me real hard.
Am I bleeding, dude? Am I okay? Big ass potato. Shit.
Beef stew bomb, and I got it. I got the lick of it. Dude, it exploded so hard that there was like beef stew sauce all over my window, on the door panel, the dashboard, all, all over my jacket, the back of my neck.
That was another thing. You know how they in movies they have silhouettes? Like the explosion created a silhouette on this side of the truck, on that side of the truck against the window and all that. Like the only part was clean was the silhouette. I was like, hell no. But I tell you what, it was funny. But when I say I scrubbed beef stew for like 3 hours. I went through like dude. 2 scratch pads, a bottle of Dawn dish soap.
It was rough.
I think some baby wipes and like 3 rolls of paper towel. It was the worst thing. That was the biggest thing. You know, I was like, well, we probably have been all right even if it exploded and hit both of us. But obviously Nate didn't get hurt. He got bitch slapped by a potato. But
look at that. This dude's got a GoPro on his truck.
Hell yeah. But I mean, but the reason why now I cracked them lids is because I just always think about how I had to scrub all that beef stew out of the damn sleeper berth all day that day.
And I was picking potatoes off my face.
Dude, that sucked.
Yeah, that sucked. It did. Because I was genuinely worried too, because I remember I looked at you and I said, like, dude, am I bleeding? Like something hit me in the face real
Denty
hard.
Moore, yep, you're right. Scuba Sam, you are right. Denty Moore, that's the brand. They will make bombs. If you put a Denty Moore beef stew can in a trucker oven and plug it in, and you don't think it ain't gonna go off like a bomb, find out like we did. Catch a potato on the cheek.
Oh man, dude, what are some other funny fucking trucking stories we got for real? Dude, we've had some wild ass times.
Hell, all the time when we unload. Remember that time I lost my temper on that rusty ass U-bolt? The manager.
So, all right, I'm gonna tell this story. So, I don't know if y'all know what U-boats are or not. So, like for Dollar General, we got roll tanners. Roll tanners like these big metal cages on wheels, full of product, and we push them inside the store. Well, on top of those are a bunch of boxes of like toilet paper and stuff. Well, they give you these carts. And it's like a flat cart with 2 big U-handles.
Just me, Joy.
What's going on, Joy? And, well, you can take the handles and you can pull them out. Well, Chad over here had one of the handles and was trying to get up on the lift gate, and it wouldn't go. It kept hitting everything, so he got mad, went to go pull it back, and the fucking big old metal bar handle pulled out of it, and he cracked himself in the forehead.
Oh, remember,
he was bleeding.
I grabbed it with my hands and my foot because they come out, and each side will come out. It's like holes, and they sit down in there, but they'll come out. If you try to lift them up, the handle will come out. So what I did is it wouldn't go. Nate's up there waiting on me, so I got mad and I grabbed it and with my foot and like slammed it in there. But I slammed it so hard that it flipped up like this, and when it flipped up like this, it shot the other end of the handle straight into my forehead.
He was bleeding and everything.
It was like, what, those, you say those weighed about 20, 25, 30 pounds, maybe
what?
35, those handles.
Oh, handles, them handles are heavy.
Straight steel, straight to the forehead. It about knocked me out. I didn't want to let Nate know. I was so mad and trying to act like a man, but really I was a dumbass. I lost my temper and then shoved that thing and basically created my own self catching a lick from a 30-pound steel handle. And I didn't want to let him know, but I was unloading. I had to like catch my breath and look around because I was getting dizzy. Almost knocked me out.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I was standing on the back end of that trailer. I watched it happen. And I seen he was all right, and I just busted out laughing, like holding my stomach, dude, because I was like, "That's what you get. You tried fighting the roll tanner or the U-boat, and it came back and got its lick on you."
That's probably about the hardest I've been hit in the forehead.
You were straight bleeding, dude.
Yeah,
it gassed
split me open. Yeah, it wasn't a big split, but it was a clean split.
Lord have mercy. God,
I've hurt my thumb, hurt my feet.
Oh, rolling over your toes with a roll tanner or kicking your shin into them by accident is like terrible. It hurts so bad.
Just me, Joyce says, bet it didn't feel good. I've done that myself with a Pepsi can.
Dang.
Yeah, we've gotten. Or if you get mad, you gotta. There's so many different products, so many different boxes, and I learned. After a while, you gotta be careful and pick your fights, what box you choose to kick.
Man. I picked a fight with an empty rotainer because, like, when we deliver stores,
When you had a nervous breakdown up in Chicago,
yeah,
and that one dude was sitting in the car watching you have the whole thing, and I was looking at you and looking at him and looking at you and looking at him, and he was just sitting there smoking a cigarette, just watching.
and yeah, we were delivering in Chicago one day, and the rotainers, when we deliver them full of product, when they break down the boxes, they put the empty boxes in the rotainers, and we take those back to the distribution center. Well, I got this like really shitty rotainer that was full of cardboard.
Nate 22.
Hey,
Yes, Jamie.
Mr. Nate.
We're working on a store and merch and so forth. If someone would like to support the channel and just get some merch. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's in the making.
Great idea.
But yeah, no, we was in Chicago. That rotainer was about half full of cardboard, and it was a shitty rotainer, and it kept falling apart, and I kept having to put it back together. And it comes in like all these big pieces, and they're heavy, don't get me wrong. Well, then the last time I tried to put it up on the lift gate to lift it up inside the trailer, it broke again. And so I was like, fuck it. So I just bear hugged the whole thing, picked it up off the ground, and threw it into the trailer. This just big ass metal cart full of shit.
How much you say them weigh?
Oh, like cardboard rotainers can weigh like 200 pounds or more.
But that one was empty, wasn't it? Because it fell apart.
It was like half full of cardboard, but I grabbed all the pieces.
Oh yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah, it was about half full, and I grabbed the entire thing. When you're supposed to use a lift gate to put it in the trailer because they get heavy, I fucking turned into the hillbilly Hulk and fucking grabbed the whole thing, picked it up, and threw it into the back of the trailer. And this dude that was smoking his cigarette in his Cadillac, he was watching me, and I knew he was. Well, when I threw it, I turned back around. He's like, just watched me lose my mind and pick that big ass thing up.
He just slowly smoked a cigarette, didn't even. What up, Kenny Reacts in the house?
What up, Kenny boy?
I didn't. If you did, I missed you.
Yeah, man.
I tell you what, the worst is when you got the gate all the way up. We load these rotainers on there, and if they fill it up to the top, it's like 1,500 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
2,000 pounds worth of water, cases of water. And then you go in the brake in the wintertime, the brake don't catch the wheel, and it just goes right off the top ropes. Boom!
And now you're picking up 250 individual water bottles and trying to put them all back together.
And dig them out of the snow when it's got a foot or more snow. You're digging them right out. What up, Clint Smith in the house?
What up, Clint?
I needed to get you my stuff yesterday, or was it today? But I'm gonna work on that and get that as soon as we get back. We were actually doing some things to get stuff together for you.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, get some of them fire logos and.
Oh, look at that cab! You don't look at that cab over. You don't see them very often anymore. Is that Freightliner?
I drove one of them too. They're weird.
It's a Freightliner.
Drive a cab over and it feels like your feet are dragging on the asphalt in front of you. It feels weird. You get used to it, but it's weird for the first week or so.
I've never driven a cab over.
Go push in the clutch or something, or go press on the gas, and you're like, is my feet going to hit the asphalt in front of me?
Dude, remember, so when me and Chad started trucking together, we worked at another company, and
I bet you have. Hold on real quick. I bet you have, Buckeye. We was talking to this dude that drove like 20 or 30 years for a trash company, and we were up in Chicago, was it? And then I said, oh yeah, we're from Wabash. He said, oh, Wabash. He said, yeah, I worked there and worked out of there for years and this and that. He goes, I worked there back when the FBI came in and searched it and all this. And I was like, what? I was like, I don't recall that, but I only lived there since '99. And I said, what was they searching for? He said, well, I'd rather still not talk about that until this day. And I said, really? And then it was like a week later, I come across, it was like a documentary, and I was go and like search, had to have something to do, it had something to do with a murder case, and they searched like 12 landfills or some shit looking for some body, I remember.
Dang.
I think it was like a damn, yeah, that's what, damn, that's what that dude was telling me about.
Let's see some of the comments up here. Buckeye Krieger said, oh, I missed it.
Yeah, so I could see Buckeye seeing a lot of things working on the trash truck.
Buckeye Krieger said, I bet you've definitely seen a thing or two. Hell, this morning?
Yeah, this morning we seen a bad crash, y'all.
Yeah.
Was that in Michigan yet?
No, it wasn't quite in Michigan. It was probably like around the Angola, like northern Indiana. And I was driving, and I got an alert on my phone that said crash ahead, and I looked forward, and there was just lights upon lights upon lights, and I'm like, damn, it's been something serious. So I move over into the hammer lane to slow down, give the workers and stuff their space. And I look over, and it's a 2 semi accident this morning. And it was the first truck you passed, he had like a full dry van box trailer, 53 foot, split in half with freight all over the place. And then like 100 yards in front of it was another.
Buckeye was saying something just now. He must have said something he seen while working. So transferring back in the day, I had seen some things. Because Jamie's OMG.
Ooh.
What?
Buckeye Krieger said found a foot once and had to call the police.
Hundred yards out in the damn field, but that freight come demolished the truck.
Yeah.
But hopefully the driver.
No, it was pretty horrific. Said y'all's audio's cutting in and out. We're probably
Are we glitching or is it just our audio? I think with our Kenny, I didn't answer. If you're still in here, Kenny, I didn't answer because I think if we got the Rode mics plugged in, we wouldn't be able to hear you.
said just the
Just the
audio.
audio.
Oh,
Where's that?
I'm looking for it.
Maybe it's the receiver. Someone put the receiver right there.
Yeah, you drive. I'll play with it. Everything on the receiver's looking all right.
Maybe because it was back behind the phone.
Yeah.
How do we sound now?
We can hear you now. Okay.
Okay, probably the receiver fell. This receiver plugs in. So when we say road mics, we don't mean like driving or semi-road mics. It's the actual brand of it. So we'll plug that receiver in, and then that lets us plug in our mics here. And we got our, each of us got a receiver in our pocket.
There we go.
So it probably fell back behind the phone, was doing a bunch of funky stuff, but still hearing us loud and clear. Yeah, Kenny Rack says you're good now.
Sweet.
You're good now.
Good to see you. Good. We're all good.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of, I drove over the road with my first 2 driving jobs. Of course, you're a new driver, so, you know, you got to get started. You have to go with the companies that'll hire you, and that's where the old pay your dues comment comes from, or saying, but a lot of East Coast, somebody was talking earlier about driving up to New Jersey. I've never been, the furthest I've been out west was Kansas City. New York was bad enough. I drove a lot of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, but I driving those lanes for the first couple of years I was a driver. I seen a lot of stuff. I seen rolled over semis and bobcats just scooping up, and another truck that came and they're just using the bobcat to scrape up the freight and put it in the next truck. I've seen burn up semis. How's it? You get 11-hour drive time. Well, back then, it's kind of changed now a little bit, but back then you got 11-hour drive time. Within the first 8 hours, you got to take a half-hour break, though, and it forces you to take a break within that first 8 hours. I took a whole half-hour break and then some, sitting in the traffic jam because there was 2 semis. There was one semi on the right, and then about 2 miles ahead, another semi on the left, burn up. So we was in a traffic jam, and I took my whole break sitting there. But I've seen rolled over semis on exits.
Say, when I was a kid, so I grew up in a semi truck. I grew up with my grandpa Rick. He
Nate 22, that's what's up, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all hit the like button for reals.
Yeah, for real. Hit that like button. Trying to keep it interesting.
What up, Dan Houdini? If I didn't see you before, I'm sorry. What's up with you? Thanks for dipping in, coming to seeing us.
No, I used to run a lot of East Coast with my grandpa, so I grew up with my grandpa in the semi truck. Like, he's got pictures of me as an infant and everything else like that, riding in the semi, and I grew up in them. I love trucking. It runs in my blood. But we used to run to New York City all the time. And I remember being a kid when we roll into New York City in the middle of the night with all the city lights and everything lit up. Like, that was pretty cool. We would haul frozen meat. That's what he hauled, was frozen meat.
I remember I'd run to the Bronx, and you have to cross the GW Bridge. Son of a bitch, it was about 10 hours over there, and then it was another 4 just to get across the daggone bridge, and then it was $100 per semi, $100, $100 toll just across the bridge, one way, 100 in, 100 out. I'd take styrofoam trays over to Hunt's Meat Market. Hell, that place has been in movies.
Oh,
Hunt's
for real?
Meat Market, yeah. Yeah, that's a whole different lifestyle over there. Get like a 3-piece chicken tender and fry, dinner and everything. Just like walk in and get it in a styrofoam box. It's like $14.99, $16.99. Like, damn. Be making a ham sandwich or another Dinty Moore bomb. Where you eating that, Buckeye? You out of here, Buckeye? I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for stopping in, man. For real.
Everybody shout out Buckeye. If you haven't had a chance, anybody in here that's subbed to us, that isn't subbed to Buckeye, he's a real good dude, and go check him out. He does some good reactions, and Real good dude, wholehearted dude. No negativity over on that page or that channel for real.
Not at all. And we just crossed over the Indiana line.
Yeah, back in the IND, baby.
Mr. IND.
Yep. Now you're having a conversation with Mr. IND.
So tell me, Chad, give me one thing about trucking that bugs you the most. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, but the one thing that just really grinds your gears.
Shit. Damn fuel prices.
Yeah, that ain't no joke. Fuel prices.
You drop a nugget every time you go to fill up. But I say as far as like driving and this and that, I don't get too mad. I've learned to have just patience, and then my truck here, also Nate's, but my truck's tinted all the way around, so you can't see inside my truck, and I designed it that way. That way, DOT, I'm gonna drive it like this till I start getting pulled over or harassed by DOT. But that way, when you park, people can't. Let's turn on the lights, all the sleeper berths, and so forth. But driving down the road or while you park, you can't see in. I don't have to pull the curtains. I don't have to pull the curtains. I have privacy, and I don't want Mr. DOT man to be seeing in my stuff. So until I start getting pulled over and harassed for having tinted windows or what, but they say you can tint your windows the same strength or whatever you can legally a car, so that's what I got. I haven't been messed with, but so a lot of times people can't see me anyway, so there ain't no use yelling or flipping them off, and then you're going to be down the road and forget about it within 3 minutes. You'll never see them people again. So
Yeah.
I don't get mad too often, and I let everybody makes mistakes. So I let kind of people. If they mess up, I'm patient. I'll let them go. No problem. Hey, but it's when they go, or they're not going to go. So then I go, and then they start to go. So then I stop, and then they go by and make a face.
Yeah. That's annoying.
That's when I fly off my handle. Like, you're the one that messed up. I didn't say nothing, and now you're barking at me. That's when I damn near want to come out the damn truck on them and get mad. But that part gets on my nerves because they can be just as patient as I can.
Yeah, exactly.
I remind you, I was training Kyle. Kyle's my brother-in-law, and Nate knows him. I was a trainer at a company, and he got a job there, and I was training him. And we come up to a construction site. We need to turn right there and go down the road about a half mile, and the store's up on the left. He's new to truck driving. He's thinking, "Oh, we're all out here living like this in a beautiful world and this and that." It was his first experience with a woman in a little car, and he was trying to etch along, new truck driver. I said, "Keep going, you got it. I was like, you got it. I wouldn't let you go if you didn't get it, because it was real tight, and there was a drop off on the right hand side, so he was afraid he was going to drop off that edge." And I said, "No, you got it. Just stay to the left, hold it right there, and you're good." So he's going. Well, then this lady in the car edges up, and she's edging forward, and he starts to roll down the window. She stops beside him, and he starts to roll down the window. I'm sitting here shaking my head because I already know what's fixing to happen. And he's all like, in his goofy way, he's all like, "Oh yeah, they don't make these roads big enough, do they, huh?" And she turned to him, she's like, "Well, yeah, you need to hurry the fuck up." he was just stunned, and he was like, "Yeah," and then just rolled the window back up. I was like, "Nah, we're not all in this together." They tend to get mad at us big truck drivers that are slow and in the way and all that. So from that day forward, he kept the windows rolled up, never talked to nobody.
See, but that's the thing, though, man. That's where I get, there's two things about trucking that bother me, and I love everything about trucking. But one, delivery times. Like, when you get there and then your time gets wasted, even though you show up at the time you're supposed to show up, that gets on my nerves. But a lot of four-wheelers, man, and it's not everybody. It's definitely not everybody, but a lot of people don't
Sorry,
understand.
let me interrupt you. Yes, Nate 22 truckers do keep this country moving.
Yep.
And Just Me Joy, do y'all have flats often? Just curious. Nah, we don't have flats. To be honest, you got to keep the tires legal anyway, because we're always we're always exposed to getting a DOT inspection, whether you go through a weigh station or you just get pulled over. I've been pulled over twice, not in my trucks as an owner operator, but as a former trainer. I've been pulled over just random. Hey, just let you know right out the gate, you didn't do anything wrong. Random inspection, level 1. Okay. So you keep the tires good anyway, but then really at the end of the day, we really actually keep the tires good. If they even show like worn, we just go ahead and replace them. Just because we want to keep ourselves safe, and you just want it's just better. I've learned even as a company driver to replace a tire for a couple $100 at a shop and we actually keep spare tires too. Anytime we get a good spare, we'll keep it at the house and or strap it onto the back of the truck, so we're always prepared. But it's better just to go into a shop than let the ugly monster finally show its head and the tire pops. Now you're doing it on the side of the road, because now it becomes a $1,500 tire for sure.
Yeah.
You said how many miles do we run? We're home daily when we do Dollar General. Just Me Joy, we're home daily, so we average 300 to 500 miles. Some days are longer than others, but we're home daily. A lot of physical work and money in it, but it's because you're actually hand unloading the trailers. But home daily because of it, so
can't beat that.
You out of here, Creeker Mirage. Thanks for showing up.
Yep. Thanks you,
for
Creeker.
dipping in. Appreciate you. Always appreciate you. I'll try to catch you on your next live. Show the love back.
Oh yeah, gotta show that love back.
Y'all check out Creeker Mirage. She stays busy. I seen her calendar. I think she posted a picture when we was at a store and the manager had come out, and that's what I was looking at. And her calendar was riddled with freaking interviews that she's done. She stays pretty busy interviewing people. If y'all get a chance, go over and check out Creeker Mirage's page.
Yep.
If you're in here and you're subbed and you're not subbed, go check her out. She talks, the interesting thing is she talks to artists, definitely. But she talks to artists, she talks to graphic designers. She's interviewed Clint Smith, and she's
she interviewed Kalani on the beat.
Yeah, Kalani on the Beats,
Yep.
which is a good guy. So Beatmaker Studios, and then she's even interviewed concert organizers. A concert organizer that organized the Nashville show. Who's that?
Yeah.
She interviewed.
So she's like busy.
She's like interviewing the whole damn game. Furbo spotted a person tap.
Oh, that's my dog camera.
Kenny reacts. Yeah, absolutely. Check out Kenny. I think Kenny should be a mod. Drop that link. Drop that link, Kenny. Get it out there, man. Kenny reacts, definitely a fire. He reacted to the night the lights went out in Georgia. I posted a short the other day, or last night before. It still got me geeked. He done a damn good job reacting on that thing. Creeker Mirage reacted to it, and Buckeye Creeker has reacted to it. All three of them done a hell of a job on there.
Yeah, for real. Appreciate it.
They had me all.
They
geeking. Literally had both their reactions. I was down in Tennessee. I was literally walking through Dollywood, and they had posted it, and I got an alert, and then I was watching it, and I was like damn near like teared up and everything the way they was talking at that, and running into people. Wasn't even paying attention where I was walking. So
see, Nate 22 said,
y'all.
yeah, appreciate you for real. Thank you for showing the love. Nate 22 said, I heard. Sorry, go ahead.
You're fine.
It should be clear.
I think I'm gonna wait until I pass this guy with this tractor.
Oh, okay. Nate 22 said, I heard Swift gets a bad reputation for trucking. What do y'all think? So my intake on Swift is I think the reason why that they have the reputation that they have, because Because, like, don't get me wrong, there are Swift drivers out there who are experienced drivers, and they're good drivers, but Swift is one of those companies that will hire anybody. Like, you want to first start getting in a truck, and like, if you have a driver's license, you can work for Swift. I mean, you have to go get your CDL, of course, but they'll take anybody with a valid license to do it. So with that comes
Sorry, man, I'm going to interrupt you again. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for Captain Kurt in the house. What up, Captain Kurt?
What up, Cap?
What it do, what it do, what it do?
What's going on with you, buddy?
I need to, man, let me see if you can't find a way in there. I don't know, you have to detach the phone and everything.
To do what?
Oh, yeah, Captain Kurt, I think he's a mod too, yeah.
I can make him a mod. I just seen how it popped up.
He's a mod. What was I going to say? Oh, Captain Kurt, drop your link in here if you want to.
Yeah.
Really, y'all, you probably sent us most of our subs, but if you happen to be in here and you just stop by because like you're a truck driver, ain't into music or this and that, but you want something to watch, good reactions and music reviews too, and someone that's heavily knowledgeable in the country, rap, just all genres really.
Yeah.
Check out Captain Kurt Reacts, Kenny Reacts.
Yeah, they make great content. They do great coverage. Yeah, it's good content for real. But so Swift, they just hire anybody, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good place to get started trucking and big mega carriers like that. But then you got like a bunch of young kids, and I can't say nothing because I'm only 22 years old, you know what I'm saying? But I was very familiar with trucking before I started trucking, so it wasn't all that brand new to me. But some learn quicker than others, and when you're young and you're brand new and it's like your first time without your trainer out on the road, you do make mistakes and for just not paying attention or what. But I say that's probably why Swift has the reputation they have. I wouldn't say they're a bad company or they hire all bad drivers, but they are definitely a select few that I think should pay more attention in their education to have a CDL and to drive a semi-truck.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful, man. I mean, Swift, JB Hunt, CR England, US Express. I mean, you get into it's good. I mean, they say I can say whatever the fuck I want because we're owner operators. But I mean, people really they look at those companies a lot as a good starter company. It is what it is. You got to be careful though. A lot of those companies are hip to that fact, so they want you to sign a year or two promissory note basically saying you'll stay there for that length of time. If not, you owe back all the I say a year is a fair deal and then a certain amount of money, but I know some of them want like 2 years and then it's like 12 grand. It's like, get the hell out of here. You go to their school, you go to their school, their lot, you practice driving and so forth. Like it didn't cost them that much money to school you and so forth, and you fill it out. Make sure you're not in a lengthy promissory or contract deal agreement, and it isn't too much. If it's like 4 to 6, if it's like 4 to 5 for a year, and you put a year in, that's somewhat fair because the trade-off is you just walk in and be like, hey, I want to be a truck driver. Never even drove a pickup truck before, and they'll, oh, come on in and all that. But on the backside of it, then they'll slip in that contract and so forth. Some of it's fair, I get it, and then some of it's bogus.
Yeah.
So you just got to be careful of that. Make sure you don't get hustled into a big contract, and make sure you're trained and so forth. I mean, a lot of everybody Batmouth Swift, JB Hunt, and all that. But when you get into big companies like that, you're going to see stuff with all of them. I see goofy stuff with all of them. It's just really matter of how the person wants to pay attention and have a desire not to hit stuff and do bonehead things. And I'm not a super trucker. I can't stand super truckers. I'd have trainees get in the truck with me, and I'd flat ass out tell them, I'm in charge now. And when I'm in charge, I'm going to teach you how to drive from point A to point B. I'm going to teach you the stuff you need to know. Like, you know, the pre-trip, 15-minute pre-trip and the 15-minute post-trip that these mega companies, they want you to do. But my thing even about pre-trip, post-trip, you know, you pre-trip it in the morning, and then you get married to the ideal that if you spend 15 minutes looking at your truck, and let's face it, guys half-ass do it, they think, oh, for the rest of the day, you're going to be bulletproof. You just want to keep a good eye out when you're walking back with your paperwork, or you just got done at a stop. Check your truck. I've caught staples, like the large staples in the side of my tread, you know, and it was just in the tread. It wasn't no big deal. But if I hadn't pulled it out, it could have worked in there. And then now I'm down the road. So you always look at your truck. You don't just do a 15-minute. Like, that stuff is super trucker stuff. You always keep an eye out on your truck. You know, drive point A, point B. Check your mirrors. Just get comfortable with your truck and drive the damn thing. You got to do all this 5 to 8 seconds checking your mirrors, and then like you do a 15-minute pre-trip and a post-trip. You know, I walk up to the truck. I will turn on the lights, you know, headlights. There's like a test button on here. It'll kind of flash the lights. You know, I'll check my lights just because you don't want to be pulled over and you want people to know when you're turning left or right. I'll check if there's puddles underneath my truck. There is every other couple days. You know, you just know your truck. You know whether your truck burns oil or it's using up coolant. There for a while, we knew that the Mac was, but we traced it and found the leak, fixed it. You know, you just know your truck. But they want you to come up and do a 15-minute pre-trip, and there's a couple things about that. Is one, the damn truck's sat in the parking lot all night. It wasn't out under load in the elements on the road, stuff flipping up, hitting it, you know, causing a leak or something. Set in a damn truck. What happened to it when it was sitting in a parking lot? You know what I mean? It's like, but you still do. You could have formed, you know, when you get back and it's cooling down, you had some pressure build up, and it does pop a leak. So then you walk up to your truck, you know, you just be sensible about it.
Yeah, check on your truck throughout the day. If you're walking back up with your paperwork, ball up your fist, tap your tires as you're walking by. Just check your mud flaps, because I mean, we delivered to a store, and we got done delivering. I was walking back, I'm like, hey Chad, we're missing a mud flap. You know, just like little things like that. And it makes a huge difference, you know, especially if you take passion for truck driving. You know, it's good to have clean equipment, good equipment. You know, if you can take care of your equipment, you take care of yourself, you do a good job, you feel good about it. So it's almost like making your bed every morning. Always check your equipment, make sure it's good, keep it nice. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, catch up some of the comments. Yeah, Just Me Joy. I don't talk to a lot of people on. Everybody has headsets, talks on cell phones. I do have a radio in here. It doesn't reach far, a couple miles, 2-3 miles. I use it if it's a traffic jam. It'll tell you if you need to get in the left lane, right lane. There are some guys that, there's plenty of guys still talk on the CB radio. Say owner operator. Nate, 22, yeah, you're right. Getting into owner operating your first year is when you're paying all the money. You're paying all the money, but yet it's hard to get gigs. Then you got to do the new entrance stuff. You got to do the inspection with the state police. More money. But yet you find yourself not making money because there's more excuses of, you know, because you're a newbie and so forth. But you get through that first year, you're right. It gets easier, way easier. So you're the chances I'm the captain now. Scuba Sam, you're right. You're the captain now. Yeah, Scuba Sam, watch out for the beast stew, boy. Woo! That'll get you.
Yeah, it will.
Remember to unplug your daggone trucker oven for sure. You missed that story, Captain Kurt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you was in here either, Kenny. It's not quick. I'll tell a quick version of it, but I plugged in the Dinty Moore cans. Scuba Sam remind me of the name. It was Dinty Moore's beef stew. Plugged it in an oven. You plug it in, you'll let it heat up, and then you'll unplug it so it don't burn, but it'll sit in there and marinate and get hot. And then you can eat it, you know, when you want to, and it cools back down. It's safe to eat because you heat it up. I plugged it in, forgot all about plugging it. So we're driving down the road, and all of a sudden, boom! And it painted every single wall in the sleeper berth, and it hit Nate on the cheek, and he was too busy tending to the sleeper berth, and by the time he sat back down, he was like, "Hey, is my cheek bleeding, man? I feel like I got hit by shrapnel." And I looked over, man, and for like 15 minutes I was out of breath, couldn't tell him. Every time I looked over, he had a big old hot potato that had hit him in the cheek, because he was sitting over there and it exploded behind my head. So I told that story a while ago. That was a hell of a time. Well, hell of a day that day. Hell of a day the next day when I was scrubbing beef stew out.
Yeah.
Whew.
Here we go. Okay, so we talked about your T680 here. Let me talk a little bit about my truck. So I drive a 2011 Mack Pinnacle CXU 613. What would you call the sleeper on? I can't remember what they call it. It's like, it's not a flat top. It's this like step roof or something, however they call it. Oh, a mid roof. It's got a mid roof sleeper, and it's a great truck. I love the truck. Over time, it's a 10-speed manual. Me, preferably, unlike Chad. But I know Chad's been driving truck for a long time. You want to get lazy with the automatic, you know. But I'm old school, man. I love rowing gears. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I've got, I've got the shift extender. I've got a revolver shift knob. I've got red lights all over it. Spiked lug nuts. The whole shebang. I love my truck. Absolutely love it.
When you're sitting there in a traffic jam and you just creeping along in the automatic, I'll take it.
Man, but you cannot tell me though, dude. Say if we run an early mandatory run, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You done had your coffee, and you're sitting there, and you're cruising down the highway. You're rowing gears down the highway. Pitch black outside, but you got your red lights on. You got your red LEDs underneath the dash. That big old tall shifter. Sitting there, steering, shifting that thing around. Man, that is a vibe for me, dude. I'm like one of them old school, you know, Smokey the Bandit truckers. At 22 years old.
Scuba Sam. Judgment, note to self, don't do that again. Nah, we ain't gonna do that again.
No.
Scuba Sam says, "Is that a dog back there?" I think she's talking about Trevor. That's my stepson. That's my stepson. He comes with us. Look at this guy here.
That's what I'm saying. What is he doing? He's doing below the speed limit, bud.
We're going about 60. Yeah, Smokey and the Bandits, Just Me Joy was a good movie.
Breaker 19. This is
That's
Rubber
that's
Duck.
Facts.
Yeah. Look at that guy. Candy cane.
Candy cane. Nate said, "Come on, Nate, you got to dodge them potatoes."
Hey, you know what? Ain't nobody prepared to take a steaming hot, blazing potato at the velocity of a bullet to the face. Ain't nobody prepared for that.
I think
Hot potato as a kid didn't prepare you for that. At least you've seen the potato coming.
Yeah, that thing hit you so hard, man. I'm surprised like potato didn't
Leave a welt or something,
go through
dude.
the pores of your skin and then get into your DNA. You turn into a damn Mr. Potato Head. That thing hit you so hard.
Dude, it did. It smacked me right inside the face. That was crazy, though, dude. When I turned around, the berth was just engulfed in smoke. I'm like, dude, we're on fucking fire right now. but it smells good.
I was looking for dents in the sleeper, bro. I thought a tree timber didn't like hit us right as we went by, because I knew the sound came here and I knew it wasn't a tire, but I double checked. I was like, man, what is that? He opened up the sleeper berth, was like, oh my God, the sleeper. It was just smoky, but he goes, the sleeper berth is on fire. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, dude, put it out. This, that, blah, blah, blah. He all tends to come back down. Oh my God. When I looked over and seen that potato on his cheek, I about just wrap this. I just took my seatbelt, wrap around my neck, and just jump out the window. Or jump out the door. Let Jesus take the wheel. I was done. It was the funniest thing I ever seen.
Clint Smith said, made me scared of every trucker.
What was that made you scared of every trucker, Clint? We missed it. We must have missed it. I'm sorry.
We getting back in a little bit of bumpies.
We must be. Your phone's so far, it's still so far behind, it's such a lag.
Yeah, I know.
Justin Joy said, early BJ and the Bear show I watched growing up made me once want to be a trucker. Hell yeah.
Oh, Clint Smith also said the movie with Candy Cane. Yeah.
I was wondering earlier what he was talking about, Candy Cane. Yeah. That makes sense. That's a crazy movie.
I will say that truck drivers, they are, I wouldn't say they're people to be scared of, but I'd definitely say they're people to be cautious of. You know, like, it's not like a bunch of truck drivers, because you do got some really good truck drivers out here, but, you know, you got to pay just as much attention to them as they do you. You know, we're trained throughout school and experience to know our surroundings 100% of the time as best as we can, like, see you coming before you even know you're coming. And because people don't realize when they're in cars is that trucks take a long time to slow down. They take wide turns. They take a long time to get up to speed. And then if you have a problem with a truck driver and you get in front of the truck and you brake check them, well, your little 3,000 pound car, if it's going to get hit by an 80,000 pound semi, I mean, you're looking at some detrimental damage that, you know, that it could have been something for nothing, you know, made a huge deal of or something so small. But don't get me wrong, there are some truck drivers out here that ain't paying attention, that are swerving in your lane, that aren't paying attention. But at the end of the day, for your own safety, it's better to just get away from them. You don't want to sit there and taunt them. Depends on who they are, because I guarantee you 9.999 times out of 10, a car battle up against a semi, you're going to lose that fight. And it's just, I mean, physics at that point. You know, it's not even about who's mad at who. You know, your life is worth more than any kind of road rage incident that you or a truck driver could have out on the road. So I'd say something to be cautious around, not necessarily scared of, but.
What Cam Kerr said? What did you say, Cam Kerr? We must have missed it. What kind of damage was it? Yeah, Kenny drove flatbed too. And it isn't that bad as long as you pay attention. And actually, pretty chill driving a truck. Keep an eye out on the equipment. Keep it healthy. You know it's going to brake when it needs to brake. You know it's going to slow down when it needs to slow down.
What I love most about driving truck is.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what did it say?
Nate be saying off the wall stuff. What was that thing you kept getting stuck on saying when we first started? Oh, you'd say we're going to get into this and see what it. You were trying to say see what it has in store for us.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd say we're going to get into this and see what it entails.
Yeah. Oh, during the videos? Yeah. I know I would say entitles. Let's see what this video entitles.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And
yeah.
I meant entails. Yeah, I jumble my words sometimes. A lot of times. But I know what I meant in my head.
Scuba Sam says when she sees a semi, she uses the dodgeball technique.
Dodgeball technique.
Yeah, which one's that?
Hopefully not hit them with like a dodgeball.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
Say if you're keeping it 100, if what she means by dodgeball is just getting around them as fast as possible, that's actually a really good thing to do. Because the faster you pass a semi, well, I'm not saying speed excessively and be reckless about it, but if you can swiftly get past a semi truck on the highway, that eliminates any kind of possible danger to you or to the truck
Jamie,
driver.
Thanks for dipping in. I appreciate it so much.
You getting out of here?
For real, yeah.
Yep. See you, Jamie. Thank you.
Jamie, will you hit me? Do you got IG? Will you hit me up, sweetie? And when I get parked, I'm gonna hit you up too, please. If you get a chance, if you get a time.
But yeah, because one thing about when you're truck driving and you got a car next to you, like if we're driving down the highway and we're both doing between 65, 70 miles.
That'll work, Jamie. Thank you.
About 65, 70 miles an hour, and we got a car riding next to us, and it restricts it. I wouldn't say it restricts space because you're supposed to be in a lane, and I get that, but it eliminates the possibility for anything. So do not ever hang next to a semi truck on the highway, because I mean, at the same time, like if you haul a dry van or a reefer trailer or something, a big trailer, a gust of wind can blow that truck across that center line because it ain't nothing but a big old sail back
Much
there
love,
to get a
Jamie.
gust of wind. See you, Jamie.
Appreciate
Thank you. But so yeah, the dodgeball method is what I would recommend the most for sure. I mean, hell, I am a truck driver, and when I'm in my personal vehicle and I pass a semi truck, I do the same thing. I just get and I just go. I'm not trying to hang out next to them, no nothing.
I think they teach it now to kids at the BMV now as part of the test. They call it the no zones. Not to hang out next to a semi, yeah. What was, Captain Kurt says that Mrs. Kurt will tell us that he stays away from them. As we chew them tires blow. An interesting fact, we're probably about 5 miles to the north, getting ready to go through Fort Wayne. That's Justin Times' home city, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And then we're about 50 miles or 50 minutes south of that. Yeah, but we're getting ready to go through Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's where who the fucking Justin Time is from. Appreciate you for dipping in, Jamie.
Yeah,
didn't
thank
know
you.
if you were out of here, but much love to you. Thank you so much. And yeah, email me and I'll definitely email you back. Please. Justin Joyce says, yes, aerodynamics.
You got hazards up here.
Yeah, I see him. Justin Joyce says her dad's name was Wayne.
Wayne is such like a country name.
Oh,
if your
yeah.
first name is Wayne. What up, Wayne? No, man, what's going on with you? John Wayne. Hey, y'all want to hear something crazy? So, y'all know I'm from Florida, and I grew up in a little hick town trailer park, Polk County, Florida.
Oh, I think that dude's just got hazards on because of this
Oh yeah, I think
truck
you're right.
hauling or towing this truck.
But a lot of my friends and stuff, they call me Big Country or Big Nate. And one of them asked me one time, they said, how country are you, Nate? And it popped in my head just immediately. So I lived in this trailer park when I was younger. This girl used to live down the road from me, and her legal name was Billy Joe. Billy Joe. Her legal government name was Billy Joe. And man, some funny shit. I've only met one person with that name, and that's that one girl.
So I missed it. You were real country because you knew a girl named Billy Joe?
No, well, no, I'm not saying I was country because I knew a girl named Billy Joe, but I just...
What's this motherfucker talking about, y'all?
I'm just saying. They said, I think
This is the shit I listen to all day.
Oh, no, they ain't even got a lick of what this crazy random shit I told.
Just wake up, get ready to get to the store 6 a.m. I listen to a half-hour story about if the world was to rotate a certain degree, would that mean that airplanes actually are flying backwards by technicality?
I hit Chad all kinds of crazy shit like that airplane one. So I'll tell you it real quick. So if the Earth spins clockwise, clockwise at 1,000 miles per hour, right? And then you're in an airplane, and that airplane can fly 1,000 miles an hour the opposite way. That means if you took off at 12 a.m. when it's pure daylight out and the sun's rotating it, make it go from night to day, but you fly the opposite way, you would always be in sunlight as long as you went, what would that be called? That's flying, if you were to fly like east, directly east at 1,000 miles per hour, you would never see nighttime because of Earth's rotation. That's food for thought. And check this out. If you say, so Indianapolis Airport here in Indiana, right? If you were to fly an airplane directly north at 12 p.m., right in the middle of the afternoon, 12 p.m., and you flew directly north across the North Pole and then directly south, and it took you exactly 12 hours, that means you would take off from the airport at 12 p.m. and land at the same airport at night at 12 a.m. Food for thought. Well, you got to get me though.
Captain Kurt, and then you wonder why every time you talk to me, I sound goofy as hell. Hanging with this dude, listening to these stories.
But you got, hey. What do you expect? While you're sleeping in the sleeper berth and I'm driving at 3, 4, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just driving, my mind starts going places, and I start putting puzzle pieces together. Like, okay, and if any of y'all have ever heard about this, I want you to say it in the chat if you have heard somebody say this, because Chad does not believe me, no matter how many times I explain it to him. When you look at something, like take a leaf off of a tree, it's green, right? Scientifically, that leaf is not green. It's every other single color in the world but green. Because when the sunlight hits it, that leaf absorbs all the colors but reflects the color it didn't take, which is green. So it appears to be green because that was the color that was rejected out of the pigment or whatever of the leaf. So in reality, that leaf, the makeup of the leaf, is actually every other color in the universe except for green, because it reflects it. That's how we see it with our eyes. But he won't believe me.
Well, you just wrap the seatbelt around your neck, jump out the door, and help the world. Y'all didn't know you was in here with Bill Nye, the science guy, huh?
Bill. I really hope somebody backs me up on this, because I'm telling you.
Big Murph tonight at 9 p.m. Is that what he dropping a song, Kurt? Or he's going live? Oh, you interviewing them? Let's come in there and check it out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, anybody in here or anybody comes back and watches a little bit of this, go in there and watch my dog, Captain Kurt, interview Big Murph.
Yeah. Go show the captain some love. Show Big Murph some love.
You are you driving, Kurt? You said you were using voice chat earlier. You driving home or something? You out of here? You out of here, Captain? You still working? What do you say? That's actually when you're trying to get certain color in a photo, you should start with dropping the other colors. The opacity? Is that how you say that name?
Opacity. I think he said 9 p.m. I got that right, Captain? Interviewing Big Murph, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Captain Kurt will be interviewing Big Murph at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what's up. We'll go in there and watch it. Oh my God, Chad. You missed our exit.
What?
You missed our exit.
No, I didn't.
I know.
Old miss a turn here, let me tell you. he'll turn a 3.5 hour trip into a 6 hour trip.
Missing turns, yeah. Got a bad habit of that. Dude, remember when my first time driving through Wabash and you were trying to show me the truck route and I kept getting lost, had to go in circles and restart it?
We went through Wabash because I was actually a trainer when he first drove. He actually went to a company I was training at, the same company I trained my brother-in-law. And and actually out in Wabash is like, I drove New York and drove through, different towns, but Wabash is pretty intricate because they don't have their signs up to warn you which way to go. And it gets tight right there and confusing. I've seen over the years a lot of semis driving down the wrong way, down a one-way. You can see in their cab, they're like, fuck, stressed out and so forth. But this guy here, he gets in, we take off, so you got to take his truck route. And then we blew right past him, like, hey, right the truck route. He's like, oh, I thought you meant up here. So then we go around the block, we go all the way around the block, come back by, he blows past it again. I'm like, hey, dude. So then on the third time, he comes back around, and he misses it again. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just gonna give up on life right now. How did you miss that, dude? You have seen that turn 3 times now. But,
hey, it's that one where it's like a jog. Like it's right, then immediately left. That's where I was having a hard time processing.
I think Clint Smith was saying you're kind of right when he does his graphic designs.
Oh yeah, he said he laid down the opacity of the other colors first.
I know there was something a little to it.
Yeah, I'm not no scientist. I couldn't really explain it to you, but give you a rough cut of what I thought it was.
Mama Chrisland said she got lost on a campus one time. Yeah, I've gotten lost before. I've had to pull over, pop the brakes.
Oh.
I've had trainees get kind of lost. I was trying to help them out. And I finally said, here, pull over here, pop the brake. He goes, well, what's wrong? I do something wrong? I said, no, you don't do it wrong. We're just both officially lost. I don't know where the hell we're at.
I got lost one time. It's like 11:30 at night. I was running a super late day, had a bunch of mishaps, whatever. And my Rand McNally that I had at the time was way out of date, and it ran me down the wrong road. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll type in with my phone GPS. So I did. I typed, in the maps. Well, it's pitch black outside, and I am out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, somewhere in southern Indiana. There's no street lights. It's just straight skinny country roads and cornfields for miles. I had no idea where I was. Now, my grandma's been driving truck for like 25, 26 years, and I called her. I was like, Nana, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm lost and I don't know where to go or what to do. I don't know what my phone's trying to tell me. And she's like, where are you? She said, zoom out on your map on your phone, tell me where you're at and where you're close by. And she got me all the way back to the main highway, sitting on her couch with a trucker atlas. She told me, it's like, go up about a mile or two, then turn left. Okay, stay on that road for about eight miles, whatever, then take a right. Sitting on her couch, hours away from me, with an old school trucker atlas, got me home, no direction, or got me back to the highway where I can get home, no direction.
Yeah, that's what you had back in the day. That's what my dad had. You drive using a road atlas.
See that?
He told me you had to. Now we just plug it in the phone, stay off any truck roads, but just basically follow a blue line. It's easy peasy nowadays. But he used to tell me that you knew you'd have to rough it sometimes. You just knew, like, if you was down in Florida, come back in Indiana, you know, you just head north, and as long as you head north and so forth. Or but he said, like, if you was going to do, when you first started a lane and running like to a plant or something down south, you'd have to rough it, try to do your best to get down there, talk on the CB. But then, like, if you were doing, what you would do is you would buy a road atlas. Road atlas was good to get you across country or north, south, east, west. And then when you got in an area, you had to rough it the first time until you could get in that area. You a city county map, a book. So then next time you went down there, until you had it memorized, or if it was 2 or 3 different places you messed with, you'd use the road atlas to get you down to Texas or near the area. Then you'd switch off and look at the city county map to get you to the place. Right, old school trucking.
See, that's one thing I'm grateful for technology, because I'm glad I can follow a GPS and not have to sit there and read a map as I'm trying to drive and yada yada yada.
Yeah, Mama, we're Colt Ford fans. Talking about Colt Ford, yeah, we're fans. Absolutely.
Yeah, Colt Ford's a shit.
I didn't know that he done a song. I think it's called. The chorus is like, "I'm an outlaw." I can't remember who he done that song with, but we were actually right here in Fort Wayne. We was at the Fort Wayne Outlaw Clubhouse. They had a party, get together, food and everything, and they had him up on the TV and was playing them on the stereo. And I didn't know that he had made that song.
Probably
who he made it with.
One of my favorite Colt Ford songs is "Working On." It's so catchy.
Oh, my bad.
Go out.
She's asking if we're Colt. Yeah, I like the Colts.
Oh, the Colts?
Yeah, because we're in Indiana. My favorite team is my all-time favorite team. Even when I lived down in Tennessee, was the Packers. I'm with Captain Kurt. I'm a Packer fan, but I like the Colts. We go to their games often. Just, you know, support Indiana, and you know, there was 2 years I went to every single home game, and then I went to hey, what was that called? There's another restaurant, but the Blue Crew is stuck in my head, because we would go and eat with the Blue Crew at this restaurant downtown Indy if they played away, and they had a huge, almost movie theater size screen. But then they actually went in together and built their own restaurant. So now it's called the Blue Crew Room, which is a restaurant. So yeah. But I've always liked the Packers. It all started. I don't know if any of you guys in here remember the old starter jackets. They were pullover, but like half zips and starter. There for a few years, had NFL teams you could buy. The brand was a starter coat, but then you could they had all kinds of different NFL teams, and I liked the Green Bay Packers the way it looks. I just liked the coat. So then since I was wearing the coat, I was like, well, if I'm wearing a coat, then I might as well watch them. Then I started watching and realized that, you know, they're one of the older teams with a lot of titles, you know, Title Town. So a fan was born. Even down south, I liked the Green Bay Packers.
I'm a Steelers fan myself, and that all started when I was still living in Florida. I was like 7 at the time, and one of my best childhood friend, his name was Tommy, and he was a Steelers fan.
Oh, no shit.
But we was all young. But he had a Steelers jersey, and I thought it was so cool. I loved, at the time, it was the white with the black letters and the Steelers badge. So I became like a Steelers fan. Well, then it really locked it in for me when I was in middle school. An old retired NFL player. Well, he wasn't old, but he was a retired NFL player. His name was Tim Lester. He was number 34 on the Steelers. I can't remember what position he played. But he came to my school and sat us all down in the gym, the whole school, and gave a speech about the NFL and yada, yada, yada. And he played for the Steelers. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So ever since really then, I've just been a Steelers fan.
Yes, that's cool. So, Mama Chrisland named Pay off of after Peyton Manning.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, she is a huge fan of the Colts.
So, a story about Peyton Manning. This is legit, no cap. I lived in Bristol. Went to Tennessee High. In Bristol, you got Tennessee High School and Virginia High School. As a sophomore at Tennessee Ball, we went to the football camp in Knoxville, and he was out there giving signatures and letting people come up and talk to him, getting signatures. And I didn't go over and get one. I was like, I don't, college player, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm like, I'm a big football, guy and all this and that. And for whatever reason, I walk over and get his autograph. And years later, I move up here to Gas City, Indiana with my dad. And then he signs with the Colts. And I was telling my dad, I was like, he was down. I didn't get his autograph. I could have, but I will say this: that dude in college would just flick his wrist and fire a line drive for like 40, 50 yards, and the ball wouldn't even drop. Just at the flick of a wrist, he'd set up, bloop, and I was like, he's probably going to do good things. I can see why the Colts signed him, and then he becomes what he becomes. What we all know of Peyton Manning, and I'm like, man, I should have got that damn autograph. Oh, you dummy. Yeah, I've heard Waffle House.
I love Waffle House.
Will Smith's a Raiders fan. I was a Raiders fan back when Bo Jackson was running back for the Raiders.
Bo Jackson.
Hell yeah, Bo knows, baby. Mama Grizzland says, F Ben Rape-A-Burger. She says, no, she's just a fan of Peyton Manning. He's a good quarterback. I don't know if I'm reading what I can off of this phone, but the hell, it's probably a half hour behind.
It's not even popping up on this one anymore. It's like I was...
At all?
No, it wasn't until I clicked on it again. What the hell is that?
Christmas tree.
I thought it was a fat fucking tumbleweed, dude. I'm like, we are not in the area for a tumbleweed.
A tumbleweed in the middle of Huntington, Indiana?
Hey,
That's
what I was saying. I was confused. I was corn-fused.
Corn-fused.
I was corn-fused.
I think we got a stapler rolling up beside us.
Oh, really?
Where's that about? Where's that about? What the hell is where's that about?
I don't know. What it's about.
Nah, you don't hear you never hear anything bad about Peyton Manning. Good quarterback, done his job. He kept his nose clean, didn't get attached to no drama.
What I like too is that even after he got out of the NFL, he was still doing things for the community, like the Children's Hospital, you know, stuff like that.
Then he's actually pretty smart and can remember shit, and he does good at acting. I know he's on Saturday Night Live, and then he would make commercials that were funny as hell. When it says, I don't watch any sports, I'm a disappointment to my Razorback loving mom. oh, Clint's mom, Mama Clint, likes the Razorbacks, huh?
I really don't watch sports all that much either, to be honest with you. I like the NFL and basketball, but yeah.
Man, what happened there, dude? We dipped down to zero like it was nobody's business.
What does it say on there? No, it says you still got one person in. I don't know what the hell happened on this.
Everybody went bye-bye.
How many people were on there?
Like 8 or 9, but well, we're working on getting out of here ourselves. Appreciate everybody that was in here. It was just a glitch, and everybody's still in here. We're sorry. It probably is a signal problem, but we're about 25 minutes from the house.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody coming here, showing the love. We've been on here for a while, over 2 hours now. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, thank you guys very, very, very much for coming and supporting your boys here at Two Mother Truckers. We definitely love y'all. Love having conversations with you guys over, excuse me, over the lives. Got to bring you in the truck with us. It's going to be good. We're going to start seeing some more content like this.
Clint says he's still here. Everybody dipped out. Man, I wonder if there's another live or interview happening or something. That could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, Clint, we'll jump off here, but I seen 11 at one point. Yeah. We're probably going to get off here anyway. Hell, we've been on here for over 2 hours, but when I get back, I'm going to finish up working all the info that you told me that I need to get for you. Oh, you know what? Since we're on here, have you seen Kenny React's logo? How it's kind of like a picture of him, a cartoon with a headset on. Could you do something similar to like us, me and Nate side by side, make us a cartoon, and then at the top you could either do like 2MT Reacts or, you know, Two Mother Truckers. That's kind of long, but that'd be pretty cool. Or we could just do like a cool looking truck, but
oh boy.
But I know you might. Is that something you do like do it like Kenny's? You know, take our faces and then turn them into like cartoon, and then do like 2MT Reacts or oh, Mama Priscilla's back. So something must have happened. Might be us. I know sometimes the signal between signal right here in Roanoke in between Huntington, or we're not in Huntington, why I keep saying Huntington?
Fort
Wayne and Huntington gets rough. Oh, we're right back up to 4.
Weird. I need a water. Need to hydrate.
Mama Chris Lance says she wants to be a wrench. We'll give you a wrench. You gotta figure out how to do it.
I got you. I'll do that right now. Check it out. Bam. 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 Bam.
Oh, no shit.
Just like that. She is now a moderator for your channel.
Oh, she said she had to do something really fast. Appreciate you, Mama Chrislyn.
Dude, look at that. There is not one single air bubble in this entire bottle of water. No, like, small champagne bubble. No,
You got your
nothing.
money's worth. It's all water, baby. She said, "Yay." Appreciate you wanting to do that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Can you do that on Jamie? You know she gone?
Let's see. I'd have to scroll back to her comment. Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're good. Cruising down the street in your T680.
Yeah, I seen Kenny. I could probably do something like that, but like you, I was thinking like the front of a truck and TNT on the grill, looking cool, or whatever y'all got in mind. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You know, something with a truck. That'd be slick.
Yeah,
That'd be slick, Clint. And then, Mama, it just depends on how many days we're on the road. To be honest, we actually took like a little over 2 months off to push the YouTube thing and get it started. So we bought equipment, buying some equipment and learning and this and that. And then we went down and like got it up and running and messed around. And then we got super busy and then didn't touch it for what, like 2 months or what, 3 months? So then we decided to go back and we're like, man, I want to revisit the YouTube thing and go in there and have some fun. So then that's what we did. We hit it hard for
probably close to 3 months.
Yeah, close to 3 months. So, but now we're getting back in because, you know, two mother truckers, the vision was to honestly get it started, do some reactions. I don't know because all the love that everybody showed us, but to get it started, close to monetization or monetized. Later, like we got a bunch of funny things we say, like I'll say shit, or like when I was making fun of Nate that one time, I'm a statue, and or
Redneckinator.
Yeah, Redneckinator is one of them. I always say that, like when I get pumped and stuff like that. So we was like wanting to get to that level where maybe to see if anybody was interested, and then get back in the truck and do content like this. But we'll also like we'll shoot like edited films to load up to, not just some go live like, you know, this. And then when we do go live, we'll have like, you know, subjects we'll talk about, so it's more entertaining. But so it's going to be a mixture of how much time can you drive but still leave yourself enough time to do editing and posting, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm dibble dabbling in music. I like to sing, started out with karaoke, and then I like to sing, love music, like to sing, like to rap. So yeah, it'll be a mixture. It'll depend. We can work. We want to. We can work 7 days a week, or we can just work 1 day a week.
That's the nice thing about being an owner-operator.
You don't. Yeah, that's the nice thing. You don't do that unless you have a budget and a working capital, because you got to keep your insurance and stuff paid. But what happened? She said. Wade Oldham, what's up? What's up with you, brother?
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't mind it, definitely. I hinted towards it. I made a couple comments before, but yeah, I could. And then he did. He told me. I mentioned the pay, and he told me, yeah, you can do what me and Captain Kurt done. You know, you send me a file, I send a file, and we send it back and work on it and so forth. But yeah, I'll do a song with Pate. For real.
That'd be dope.
He's my little guy. I like him. He's funny. He goes 100 miles an hour.
Oh, that Red Bull.
Oh man, he'll suck a Red Bull down like nobody's business. Suck it down, Chucky Brown. He's a funny kid, but you can't complain. I mean, if his bad habits is Red Bull and YouTube and IG, like these kids out here nowadays, they could be doing a whole lot more.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's doing the music and he's doing it the way he's doing it at 12 years old. To me, that's insane, crazy.
Absolutely, Clint. Thanks for stopping in.
Yep, thank you, bud.
Appreciate you, man. We'll definitely hit you. Do you want me to send all that stuff to IG? Like through an IG message or email you? And anybody that's in here or anybody comes back and watches, if you need any cover art, whether you're an artist, you're a reactor, Clint Smith be a bad boy on that artwork.
Go get him.
Graphics. Got it.
He's
definitely
good.
Check him out. I didn't even think to shout you out, bro. I'm sorry, but definitely, if you're in need of artwork, graphics, graphic designs, cover art for your page, or albums, Clint Smith be your man.
Yeah, he does some good work.
Now we're back down there.
It says 0 on here.
Mama Chrisland says he's a freaking handful. I bet. Yeah, we're back down to 0. I think we'll jump off here.
Yeah.
My worry is I don't know how long the road mics stay charged or how much talk time you have on them. So we'll probably end up losing audio, and audio will become junk anyway. But we appreciate y'all. Y'all been on here for well over 2 hours now. We're almost home, and I'd imagine we're probably stretching the battery power on these road mics. But yeah, anytime, feel free. We go live. Check, turn on your notifications so when we go live, bring you some trucker stuff. Might tell some more funny stories, or we might have. Thank you, Mama Chrisland.
Yep, thank you very, very
safe
much.
too. Thank you for coming in here. Appreciate you wanting the mod for us, for real.
Yep.
Yeah. But if you're coming back and watching, watch, leave a like, share it.
Subscribe.
Hope you enjoy.
If you're not already
Love
subscribed.
y'all. Y'all be safe and have a good one.
Yep.
Please.
Two Mother Truckers will see you guys on the next one.